Hey everybody, Ryan here. Alright, a lot of games today. I'm sorry I didn't make one yesterday for 2 games for yesterday. Yesterday I got my second COVID shot. I was feeling under the weather. I had a really bad headache from the shot, so I did not do a video yesterday. I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to do one for the 10 games for today. Should have been 13, but 3 are postponed currently. So, alright. Here we go with all the games from February 13th, 2021. And make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Help me, help this channel out. And we can keep doing these videos and keep going and keep doing more things. It'd be nice to get some more stuff done. I'll have to figure out what that is exactly, but I know I can get better stuff going, hopefully. The more people that watch, because it takes a lot of time and effort to do this stuff, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Alright, on to the first game. Ottawa versus Winnipeg. Now, Ottawa is the worst team in the North Division. Winnipeg's done pretty good. I think they played the least games of all the Northern Division teams. And I think they currently sit third in that division. I'll do a standings video tomorrow just so everybody knows. And Pierre-Luc Dubois has yet to score a point for Winnipeg, so let's see if he can get that done tonight, get that horse off his back. No. 2-1. Ottawa wins this one. Scoring started at 5:43 in the first, Mark Scheifele 6th from Christian Vesalainen and Josh Morrissey. Then the second period, 7:29 in, Ottawa ties it, Evgeny Dadonov's 4th from Colin White and Nick Paul. Then nothing else until 9 seconds left in the game. 19:51 of the third period. Brady Tkachuk scores his 4th of the year from Mike Riley and Connor Brown. Game winner because there's 9 seconds left. Not much of a chance. Little chance, but there wasn't much. So, loss for Winnipeg, win for Ottawa. I believe that's 2-3 now they've won. I believe both were by 2-1 or 3-1 scores. And Matt Murray is currently injured for them. I believe, did they move into the IR today? I don't remember if they moved into IR or they just said he's out. But Matt Murray's not playing, so Hogberg got the start, and he actually looked good considering his last 2 times in were not so great. But shots on goal, 31-29 in favor of Winnipeg. Both teams even on the face-off, 50% each. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, and both teams 2 minutes in penalty minutes. Hits were 21-17 in favor of Winnipeg. Blocks 23-11 in favor of Ottawa. Giveaways 16-12. Ottawa was 16. Still was a lot of giveaways. They really need to cut those down if they really want to start winning. And Hogberg 30 saves for 968 save percentage, and Hellebuck 27 saves, 931 save percentage for the loss. So just so you know, there was a trade today. Ottawa reacquired Ryan Dzingel after 2 seasons, I believe it has been, now since he's been traded. So Ryan Dzingel is back on Ottawa. They acquired, Carolina acquired Alex Galchenyuk and Cedric Paquette. Honestly, I think Paquette is more what they're going for because they need more of that grit on Carolina. I mean, they're a good, solid team, and they seem to have Dallas' number, so they seem to be good with that division rival right now. And Galchenyuk, you take him on, and if he produces, then it's a huge win. If he doesn't, you're about the same place you were with Dzingel, because I think he had 3, maybe 4 points on the year. I mean, Galchenyuk only has 1, but you never know. Alright, on to the second game of the day, Vegas versus San Jose. Now, these 2 teams don't like each other, and it's usually pretty fun to watch. It was a good game, very good game. Very physical, and I can tell you this much, even though there wasn't a fight in this game, Reeves and Kane were going at it the whole game. So, looking forward to the next meeting, which isn't for a little while, I believe. I don't think it's till March, but hopefully, looking forward to it. This one, though, ended 3-1. Vegas win the game. Vegas looked pretty lackluster at the beginning of the game because this is San Jose's first home game. They finally got clearance to play at home from the Santa Clara County where they live and play. I used to live in that area, and some of my family still does, and I'm actually honestly surprised they even got the clearance to play, honestly. Because they're pretty dang restricted. They're still probably one of the harshest restricted areas in, I think, the whole country, honestly. So, it's nice they got to play at home. Good on them. But the scoring started 13-13 into the first. Jonathan Marchessault's fourth on the power play from Chandler Stevenson and Alec Martinez. Second period, 9:56 in. Mark Stone's fourth, also on the power play, from William Karlsson and Cody Glass. San Jose finally got the first home goal at 18:39 in the second to make it 2-1 at that time. Tomas Hertl is sixth, third in 2 games. Kind of like how he began the season, 3 goals in 2 games, and then he went on a cold streak. So, let's see where he goes from here. That was from Rudolph Balcers, his first point with the Sharks, since they traded him to Ottawa in the Erik Karlsson trade, and then reacquired him on waivers just at the beginning of the season. And Marc-Edouard Vlasic. So, in the third period, 6:45 in, Chandler Stevenson for Vegas gets his fifth to make it 3-1, also on the power play, from Alex Tuch and Alec Martinez. Now, if you didn't notice, all 3 of Vegas' goals came on the power play. The one area that San Jose has been good at the last season and this season so far was their penalty kill. And for the last 2 games now, because the game against Los Angeles last game, they also allowed 3 power play goals. That's not a good sign. Alright, here's the stats. 26-25, Vegas outshot San Jose. Vegas outdid them in the faceoff dot 59-41. Power play 3 for 5 for Vegas. Yikes. And 0 for 3 for San Jose. Ouch as well. Penalty minutes 10 and 14. 14 for San Jose. Hits 27-23 in favor of San Jose. Blocks 15-10 in favor of San Jose. And San Jose 7 giveaways to Vegas' 5. Marc-Andre Fleury looked good in this game. He actually has the last couple games. He lost the last game in a 1-0 shutout to John Gibson and the Ducks. So, he's had 2 very good starts since Leonard went down with whatever injury or illness he has. They haven't really truly said, so we don't know. And Martin Jones for San Jose gave up 3 goals again. That is 6 straight games he has given up at least 3 goals. So, he is not looking good. And I'm not sure if Dubnyk was the backup tonight, because I know he wasn't last game. It was that Russian kid they signed, Melnichuk. Or Melnichuk, sorry, is how they say his name. But Jones, 23 saves, 885 save percentage. This team desperately needs a goalie, because their defense, good offensively. Defensively, they have some problems, and they really need to figure that out and get some secondary scoring if they want to have any chance. Because, I mean, for San Jose, it's their first and second line scoring. I think their fourth line played 1 game that it seemed like they were worth a dang all year. And the third line, same thing. They really need to fix some stuff here. And Vegas is playing injured, so come on. Alright, Boston versus the New York Islanders. Islanders won this one 4-2. Brad Marchand opened the scoring at 8:41 for Boston, his 9th of the year. Patrice Bergeron and David Pastrnak. Then 11:36 of the first, Jean-Gabriel Pageau ties the game with his 3rd of the year from Ryan Pollock and Leo Komarov. I believe that's Komarov's first point of the year. And at 15:16, Islanders take the 2-1 lead. Jordan Eberle 6th. From Brock Nelson and Scott Mayfield. I believe that's Mayfield's first point too. Then at 16:51 a second, Patrice Bergeron, 7th of the year, ties the game from Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak. 5:30 into the 3rd, Matthew Barzal, 6th of the year on the power play from Anders Lee and Jordan Eberle. That would end up being your game-winning goal, because technically they didn't need the 4th, but they still scored a 4th goal. 14:32, Jean-Gabriel Pageau's 4th, 2nd of the game, shorthanded goal from Leo Komarov. Komarov went from no points to 2 points today. Unless he had a goal earlier this year. He might have had 1 goal maybe. I can't remember if he had a goal. I need to go through some stats. I need to do a stat video tomorrow too. That's what I need to do. Keep your eyes out. I'm going to do one of those and a standings one. I think there's only like 1 or 2 games tomorrow. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, so for those of you with significant others, do not forget the worst mistake you'll make in your life. Even if they say don't worry about it. Do it. Just do it. Get something. Moving on from that. Alright, shots on goal. 42-30 in favor of the Islanders. They definitely outshot Boston in this game. But Boston outdid them in the faceoff dot, and once again, why did I not change that number? Freaking NHL.com. NHL.com said Boston won at 64-37 because evidently we go on 101%, not 100%. Alright, power play, I would say it's Boston 63, Islanders 37. Anyways, Boston 0 for 2 on the power play, Islanders 1 for 1. Islanders have 4 penalty minutes to Boston's 2. Hits were 36-27 in favor of the Islanders, blocks 13-12 in favor of the Islanders, and giveaways 14-11, Boston with 14. I forgot to write down Boston's goalie and the stats. Wow. I need to make sure I finish these. Sorry about that, everybody. I believe it was Rask versus Varlamov, I believe is what it was. Alright. Anyways, on to Florida versus Tampa, and Tampa won this one 6-1. They got embarrassed by Florida last outing, and they said, heck no. They came back in this one. And Tampa was without Anthony Cirelli. He's getting reevaluated for, I believe it was a lower body injury. So, another hit to Tampa's offense, but they still scored 6 goals. I mean, for God's sake, their fourth line had more points than their first today. Ridiculous. This team is so ridiculously good, it's sad. Florida, honestly, this is the first big loss of the year for them. I mean, they embarrassed Tampa last game, so I expected Tampa to come out really hard on this one, and they did. Well, they didn't come out hard, but second period they came out hard. No scoring in the first, as you can see. Second period, 4-11 in, Andre Palat 6 on the power play from Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev. Then, at 5:32, Matthew Joseph, 5th goal of the year. Fourth line, look at that. 12:58, Tyler Johnson 2nd from Gemmell Smith. More fourth line, because I believe Tyler Johnson is on their fourth line right now. 19:48 of the second, Tyler Johnson 3rd from Andre Palat and Jan Ruda. So they come out of the second period 4-0. Pretty safe lead, I'd say. 9:47 into the third, Frank Vetrano for Florida scores his 3rd from Brett Connolly and Eetu Luostarinen. By the way, that would be the shutout killing goal and the only goal Florida was scored. I also forgot to mention, minute 33 into the third, Blake Coleman fought Radko Gudas. I have not gotten a chance to see that. I will post the link. 10:58 into the third, Alexander Volkov from Gemmell Smith and Matthew Joseph. Definitely the fourth line. Actually, I think Johnson's playing third line right now. Or he may even be playing first line right now. Gemmell Smith had 2 assists in this game. 15:45, Barclay Goodrow's 3rd from Yanni Gourde. There you go. That's all 6 goals. Let's see. Tyler Johnson, 2 goals. Andre Palat, goal and assist. Gemmell Smith, 2 assists. Matthew Joseph, goal and assist. As you can see, fourth line did the job tonight. Alright. Florida, 34-28. They outshot Tampa. Tampa outdid them in the faceoff, 52-48. 1 for 3 on the power play for Tampa, 0 for 4 for Florida. That hurts right there. That killed them. Penalty minutes 19-17, 19 for Tampa. Hits 36-25 in favor of Florida. Blocks 12-8 in favor of Tampa. And giveaways 9-5 to Florida with 9. And once again, I didn't put the goalie stats. Irritating on my part. Irritating. Alright. Anyways, moving on. Montreal versus Toronto. Battle for top of the North Division. Last game, Toronto beat Montreal, and I believe Montreal was on a 3 or 4 game losing streak after that one. Let's see if they end it tonight. And they do. 2-1 Montreal beat Toronto. Scoring began 3:36 into the first. Mitch Marner 7th from Austin Matthews and Zach Hyman. I was watching that period, and there was a chance for Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. They went on a 2-on-1. Marner, beautiful pass to Matthews on the 2-on-1. And Matthews missed the net completely. That is not often you see a goal scorer like that miss the net so wide like he did, especially on basically a breakaway. It was kind of crazy. I was sitting there going, wow, how do you miss that? It should have been easy tapping, but no, he missed. Anyways, at that point, they're in the lead. It doesn't matter. Second period, nothing. Third period, 6-11 in Tyler Toffoli's 10th from Phil Deneau and Brendan Gallagher to make it 1-1. Then at 16:53, less than 4 minutes left in the game, Brendan Gallagher's 6th from Jeff Petrie and Tyler Toffoli. And Montreal breaks the snide. Hooray! They're still a few points behind Toronto for first in the North, but Toronto took a hit. They're human, right? Alright, Toffoli had a goal and assist. Gallagher goal and assist. And, no other multi-point guys. Montreal outshot Toronto 25-22. Toronto 51-49 in favor, or with winning the faceoff dot. Montreal had no power plays because Toronto took no penalties. Toronto's coach is like, yay, we lost but no penalties. That's excitement right there. That's the silver lining. And Toronto was 0 for 1 on the power play because Montreal took the only penalty of the game. Hits were 46-16. Montreal destroyed Toronto on the hits tonight. And that's with Toronto's trackers ran that down, so you know they absolutely outdid them in the hits that badly. Blocks 21-4 in favor of Toronto, and giveaways 13-12, Toronto with 13. Carey Price 21 saves, 955 save percentage for the win, and Frederik Andersen 23 saves, 920 save percentage for the loss. Alright, now we're on to St. Louis versus Arizona. I said it right. It's a miracle. Alright, this one was a high scoring one. 5-4, St. Louis would win this one at overtime. Scoring began 21 seconds into the game for Arizona. Connor Garland's 6th. Then that was responded to by Kyle Clifford at 5:46 of the first, scored his 3rd. I highly doubt that was a power play goal. I must have forgot to delete that. From Jacob De La Rose. Oh yeah, definitely not a power play goal. 13:22 into the first. Zach Sanford's 2nd from Ivan Barbashev and Torrey Krug. Then at 5:27 of the second, Arizona ties at 2-2. Barrett Hayden's 2nd. Ironic. From Clayton Keller and Jacob Chikrin. Then at 7:09 of the second, Ivan Barbashev scores his 2nd from Ryan O'Reilly and David Perron, making it 3-2 St. Louis. Minute 50 into the third, Nick Schmaltz 6th from Jason Demare and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who is back. Arizona fans had to be excited about that. At 11:23, Dryden Hunt scores his 1st from Christian Fischer. That would make it 4-3 at that point. Then at 14:23, Jordan Kyrou ties the game at 4 with his 6th of the year from Mike Hoffman. Then overtime, minute 49 in, Mike Hoffman scores his 5th from Oscar Sundqvist and Vince Dunn to win the game for St. Louis in overtime. So they played six games already this year, but these two, and they still have another one next time they meet. They're going to play each other here, I think, next game again. And so far, 3 wins each team. There you go. Alright, Arizona outshot St. Louis 36-35. Faceoffs 52-48 in favor of St. Louis. Power play 0 for 2 for each of them, 4 penalty minutes each. Arizona absolutely out-hit them 40-18. Blocks were 26 in favor of Arizona. Giveaways 12-7, Arizona with 12. Husso had 32 saves, 889 save percentage for the win for St. Louis. And Ronta, 30 saves, 857 save percentage. Alright, here we go with Columbus versus Chicago. And I didn't write it down, but there was a fight in this game. Hagel for Chicago fought, of all people on Columbus, Patrick Laine. I wanted to give you a moment to gasp there because, wow, Laine actually fought somebody. He didn't do too bad to begin the fight, but Hagel caught him with a punch at the end that took him down. I mean, I don't know if he was injured. I don't know if he left. I saw the fight on replay on the NHL Network, and he took a pretty good pop there at the end, so hopefully he's okay. But Line actually started scoring at 6:39 of the first, his 6th of the year from Cam Atkinson. Then at 3:12 of the second period, Nicholas Bowden, I think is how they said his name on the podcast, Bowden. His 2nd of the year from Patrick Kane and Nikita Zadorov. Then at 14:47, Cam Atkinson's 5th of the year from Zach Werenski and Seth Jones. Gives Columbus the lead at that point, 2-1. 16:15, a guy I forgot Chicago even acquired, honestly. Carl Soderberg's 1st of the year from Philip Kurashev. So that's Soderberg's first goal as a Blackhawk. I honestly had forgotten that he signed with them. If you had remembered that, good on you, because he's done nothing. I don't even know if he's been in the lineup until tonight. Anyways, game's tied at that point, goes to overtime. 35 seconds is all it takes. Alex DeBrincat's 8th from Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane, 2 assists tonight. And Cam Atkinson, a goal and assist are your only multi-point guys tonight. Alright, shots on goal were even, 31 each. Chicago killed Columbus in the faceoff dot, 65-35. And I know I said before, but this was my worry when they got rid of Dubois and they didn't get a center back for him. The faceoffs have really been suffering for Columbus. That's an area they're going to have to do something about. Power play 0 for 1 for Columbus, 0 for 2 for Chicago. Play minutes 9-7, 9 for Columbus. Hits 28-27 in favor of Columbus. Blocks 18-8 in favor of Columbus. And giveaways 12 each. Korpisalo 28 saves, 903 save percentage. And Lankinen 29 saves, 935 save percentage for the win. On to Detroit versus Nashville. By the way, Chicago is, I believe, they may have moved into 3rd in their division now. Honestly, I'm surprised. I did not think they'd do that good, especially after losing Taves. I really didn't see it. So, congrats on them for doing better than I think anybody picked them to. Or maybe Chicago fans. Alright, Detroit beat Nashville 4-2. Scoring began 4:59 into the first. Robbie Fabry's 4th from Valtteri Filppula, I spelled that wrong. I believe that is Filppula's first point of the year. And Philip Hronek. Then 12:24, Adam Aroney's first goal of the season from Lou Glendening. A lot of firsts for Detroit tonight. Not first evers, but, well, maybe Glendening's first ever, I'm not sure. But a lot of ones on the board, so that's a lot of guys getting off of Schneids. That's a good thing. At 17:22 of the second, Luke Glendening's first from Robbie Fabry and Troy Stetcher. Then in the third period, 7:57 in, it's 3-0 Detroit. Philip Forsberg ends the shutout, his 7th of the year from Matt Duchene and Dante Fabro. I forgot to mention, Duchene was absolutely robbed by the Detroit goalie today. I believe it was in the first or second period. Wide open net, and the goalie slid across and just caught that puck with his glove, just barely beating it, just barely getting it. But it still counts. It doesn't matter. It's still safe. And you just saw Duchene just hang his head like, what do I have to do? I know he got a goal last game, but he seems really snake bitten this year. Anyways, at 14:56 of the third, Anthony Mantha extends the lead to 3 goals again, his 5th of the year from Luke Glendening and Philip Hronek. 19:13, Rocco Grimaldi's 3rd from Dante Fabro and Ryan Ellis. I remember they said Luke Glendening's goal, that was his first one in 41 games played. So first one in a while, but he does have one. So it's not his first career. But it's also his first career 3-point game. He had a goal and 2 assists tonight. Career game for him at this point, so congratulations to him. And Dante Fabro had 2 assists tonight. I believe Hronek also had 2 assists. Robbie Fabry had a goal and an assist. I believe that's all your multi-point people. Yep. Alright. Detroit outshot Nashville 30-23. Face-offs, Detroit killed them 59-41. Power play 0 for 4 for Detroit, 0 for 2 for Nashville. 8 penalty minutes for Nashville to 4 for Detroit. Hits were 19-13 in favor of Nashville. Blocks 14-12 in favor of Nashville. Giveaways 11-5. Nashville with 11. Jonathan Bernier, 21 saves, 913 save percentage for the win. Pekka Rinne, 21 saves, 875 save percentage, and UC Saros, 5 saves, 833 save percentage. I'm not sure why they had 2 goalies, but they did. Because both of them, I think, allowed 2 goals in, so it wasn't crazy. So I'm not sure why they had 2. There may have been an injury involved. I didn't watch the game, so I'm not sure. Anyways, on to Carolina versus Dallas. Carolina still has Dallas's number, beaten 5 times this year already. They only got 3 more meetings, so they've already won the season series. And Dallas is the losers of, I believe, 6 straight, they said now. So, they really got to right that ship because they looked good to start the year, and then they just went downhill quick. They got to figure something out because Dallas should be better than they are so far. Alright, anyways, no scoring in the first. 5:49 into the second period. Jason Dickinson's third from Andrew Cogliano and Blake Como. 17:29 into the second. Jordan Martinook's first of the year from Jake Gardiner and Jesper Fast. I honestly forgot Jesper Fast was on Carolina as well. I really did. At 19:53, I'm surprised by this one because I swear I've seen Teravainen's name a lot, but Teuvo Teravainen scores his first of the year from Martin Necas, which is he has returned to the lineup after taking a pretty nasty hit the other night. So he's back, got an assist, and Jake Gardiner. Alright, 2-1 at the end of the second period in favor of Carolina. Then 2:06 into the third, Jordan Stahl's fourth of the year on the power play from Andrei Svechnikov and Vincent Trocheck. I'm sure at that point they're like, yeah, we got this now, we're 2-goal lead, woohoo! It didn't matter, you didn't keep it. 8:22 into the third, Jason Robertson's second of the year from Rupe Hintz. Then 19:20 into the third, Joe Pavelski with 40 seconds left in the game scores his 9th on the power play. I forgot the right power play goal there. God. From Jamie Benn and John Klingberg. Takes it to overtime. No score in overtime. Then, in shootout, Vincent Trocheck gets the only goal in the shootout for the win. Dallas outshot Carolina 29-21. Carolina won the face-off battle 52-48. Carolina 1 for 4 on the power play. Dallas 1 for 3. Penalty minutes 8-6. Dallas 8. Hits 17-13 in favor of Carolina. What? Carolina hit somebody. That's a miracle. Blocks 20-12 in favor of Carolina. And giveaways were 21-12. Dallas with 21 giveaways. That is awful. Oh god, I gotta say his name again. Nilo Jovic. I'm gonna go with that. 26 saves, 897 save percentage for the win for Carolina. Ottinger, 18 saves, 857 save percentage for a loss. Alright, last game of the evening. Calgary versus Vancouver. Vancouver's on a 6-game slide where they've been outshot 29-11, or outscored 29-11 by their opponents. Really, really bad. Not good at all. They have not led a single time in 6 games. Yikes. Well, let's see if Calgary can continue their suffering, or will Calgary fans be sad that they didn't? Calgary fans are sad they did not extend the pain and suffering for Vancouver fans. 3-1 Vancouver wins. Scoring begins. Second period, no scoring in the first. 9:27 into the second, Quinn Hughes second of the year unassisted. 10:42 into the second, Calgary ties it. Sam Bennett second from Johnny Gaudreau and Rasmus Anderson. This is a game of twos evidently. 14:49 into the third, Tyler Myers scores his second of the year unassisted. 2 unassisted goals for 2 guys who scored their second goal of the year for Vancouver, and the guy who scored the goal for Calgary, second goal of the year. 2 is a big theme, evidently. Anyways, on to the next goal, because Tyler Myers' goal was technically the game-winning goal, but Vancouver added one 18:37 into the third. Brandon Sayers fifth from Louis Eriksson. I believe that's Louis Eriksson's first dang point of the year. Yay! You're still paying him $6 million. That sucks. Anyways, he was put on waivers and cleared them. So, unfortunately, he's staying. Nobody's taking him in a trade. You got Louis Eriksson this year and next year, Vancouver. That sucks. Maybe use a buyout on him after this year. Who knows? But Vancouver killed Calgary in the shots. They outshot Calgary 46-19. Sheesh. It was like watching a Ducks game out there. Because that's usually how they're killed. Getting outshot by like 40 shots. No, it wasn't 40, but still. It was almost 30 shot advantage for Vancouver. They definitely dominated the offensive zone today. Faceoffs were 55-45 in favor of Vancouver. 0 for 3 on the power play for Calgary. 0 for 1 for Vancouver. Vancouver's 6 penalty minutes to Calgary's 2. Hits were 20-19 in favor of Calgary. Blocks 19-12 in favor of Calgary. And giveaways 11-7. Vancouver with 11. Markstrom had 43 saves for his first loss against Vancouver. 956 save percentage. Still had a dang good game even though they lost. It's like, dang, he still had a better save percentage than the winning goalie. Demko had 18 saves, 947 save percentage. Had a good game in his own right, but definitely not the most active goalie today. Alright, there you go. That's all the games for February 13th. I hope you enjoyed. And make sure to like, comment, share. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. I will see you all next video. Like I said, I will get a standings and stats video out tomorrow. And I will see you all next video. Bye, everybody.